So what we didn't want to do, the way we blew this up was with TNT. So what we didn't want to do is map. We didn't want to put the TNT on here in the episode and then. So in other words, we didn't want to like destroy this map and like ruin it by the TNT going like further, like bouncing back here and breaking all of this wall. So what we actually did is we actually knocked the house down on this map before episode 100, and we completely knocked Oak Manor down, and then we placed all of this rubble here to make it look like the building had fallen down, and then I had Oak Manor built in a copied saved map. So we actually blew Oak Manor up on the copied save, so if it did go wrong, I didn't end up ruining the Park Drive map, if that makes sense. Now then, so that's what we did for episode 100. That's like why I couldn't stream in the map, because the Oak Manor falling down in episode 100 was a big part of episode 100, and I didn't want to reveal that a whole building collapses in episode 100. So I had to stream on different maps because I didn't want to go ahead and reveal any of this to you. Like episode 100, I didn't want to reveal a single thing other than the fact that Noreen and Derek were obviously to get married on episode 100. That was the only bit you were allowed to know, but now episode 100 is out. Part 2 was just uploaded, by the way. It might not be on the channel yet because it's probably still processing, but it's physically uploaded from my end, so you should see that like within the next, within minutes basically. But yeah, basically that's what we did. That's why I couldn't stream in here. So the reason why I'm streaming now is I'm giving you guys a channel update on the huge change. So if you guys don't know, I did a
Okay. Not how it works. That's a periodic table, isn't it? Oh. That's 59. 59 is PR, yeah? Okay. At the bottom, not on the periodic table. Well, 59. So, where's R on its own? There's an R on its own. Okay. There's an O and an N on its own either. It's nice PR. So, I think it might be Paul. I've got it. Kelly. Kelly, I've got it. His name's Felix. His name's Felix. That's what was that? There you go, look, Kel. I have a cat that has 3 kittens, Mopsy, Topsy, and Spot. What is the mother's name?
Obviously, it'd be yourself, wouldn't it?
No. Mop.
Have you anything on the others? Nothing on the sorry. But then they've got
There you go, Kel. Another one for you.
I've done that.
Okay.
Oh, you got to do.
18.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What can you see? One thing that's far to the moment and never in 1,000 years. And all that pink for a day.
What? What can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and
Okay,
never in
sorry
a
about that,
thousand
guys.
years? Seconds.
Yeah, my dog went. Well, my dog goes out the front, and he had a little wander off, and we weren't sure where he went to. Yeah. So where was I? The
Oh,
reason,
fuck's
the reason
sake.
why I'm streaming, is because I'm doing an update on the huge channel update. What I said. So if you don't
What
know, I
can you
made a stream. I
what
made a
can be
stream the
seen
other day,
once in a minute,
and I said
twice in a
that.
moment, and never in a thousand
I
years?
said that I
The
was
letter
going
M.
to be doing a big channel change and changing it all to NTV. Now, I've had a little bit of a rethink about that, and I don't think I'm actually going to change the whole channel to be NTV related. Now, the reason why is because I still like doing things like clubbing year. And clubbing year is one of them things what you can't really make as an NTV video because when the event's gonna
What
be.
these?
Then you put like 8 or 9
Which tire
videos of the
was a
actual event
bin
of
and
when you were there,
after right?
and then you go ahead and do like a review video.
Items.
And the thing with it is the camera what I record the clubbing videos on when I'm actually in the venues, they don't allow you to put the videos on Share Factory.
Spare
They're not
tire.
the right format for Share Factory because it's not a gaming styled video. For example, it's not like it's not a thing that
Sometimes should
it's not a
dickhead.
thing that works for whatever, because Share Factory is obviously used for a different sort of video format recording. So I didn't want to stop it for clubbing year because we've kind of like already done like over half a year worth of clubbing year videos and stuff like that and events, and I'm sure we'll go to at least a couple more, well, not more than a couple more, but we'll probably go to another 5 or 6 more before the end of the year. And I just think it would be a real shame to give up on that when we've kind of come so far as to doing it as to like doing over half a year. It's something that I don't really want to stop. And I also enjoy doing top 5, which is not something that I want to do. Like, I enjoy top 5, so I don't really want to stop that. I quite enjoy doing these little top 5s. And there's actually a real coincidence, which you guys may not know, but I did a top 5 video saying top 5 games that should be on the PS4, and I said that one of them should be Sims 4, and a couple of days after they actually put Sims 4 on the PlayStation Store to pre-order. Well, I don't know if it was a couple of days, but it weren't long after I made that video, and they actually put
a truck drove to a village
they actually
and met
put
4
the
cars. How many vehicles
they
were going
actually
to the
put
village?
the they actually put the game on the store. like not long after I made the video. So it was quite a coincidence that they actually did that. They put the video on, they put the game on the store after I said they should add the game to
Well,
PlayStation, which was quite a coincidence. I don't know why, but I enjoy top fives and things like that. The things, you know, like, the things what I enjoy like doing on the channel as a whole, and I also do enjoy live streaming. So what does this mean for the update? Yes, I'm going to
people
try
find
and
me
do
to
more
eat it,
NTV
but never
related
eat me
videos,
what I'm on.
but I'm not going to completely change it, so that's the whole purpose of the channel. I just want to make it a little bit more of a purpose than what it is. I want to do a couple more things other than just Park Drive for NTV styled stuff, because I still enjoy NTV styled stuff, and all the things about advert updating for the advert breaks of Park Drive, the NTV logos, they're all still happening. The channel name is possibly not going to change now, as I'm not taking the whole focus to the channel to be
You kill
NTV, but I'm
and
still
we give
changing the
life.
logos, still
We
gonna update
are
like
evil.
a load of new adverts for you guys. I'm gonna try and come up with some funny ones again, because we used to do some funny ones back on my old channel before it was obviously suspended. We used to do some good ones about Alton Pharmacy and stuff like that. They used to have some funny things in them. Dig It adverts, SBSC adverts again. They were like back where NTV was good. Mr. Wongy Woo adverts. We need to get Ant Chambers back on the camera again for another Wongy Woo advert in the future. He rocked one of the old adverts for Wongy Woo. I was the original voice actor for Wongy Woo,
Which
but then Ant did a better Ant did a better Wongy Woo voice than me, so I kind of just let him take charge and become the Wongy Woo. I have done the Wongy Woo voice since giving it to Ant, like just as a now and again thing if Ant's not been there. But Wongy Woo is mainly an Ant Chambers kind of thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much, an update. Like I say, I'm glad to be able to stream on this map again. That makes me happy, because I've obviously not been able to do that, and now I can do that again. It's quite good. In terms of better internet, I'm not entirely sure about that yet. I actually did a speed test earlier tonight, and it is one of the worst speed tests I have ever had in my entire life. So like when you do a speed test, your downloads and upload speeds are meant to be a lot higher than what mine are. Mine are like running at like, well, I'll tell you exactly what my last test was, and I'll show you, because it's actually like sometimes like the speed tests are that bad. Like it's a wonder I'm still like in a PS4 party. Like literally this PS4 is stronger than my internet connection. So the last test I did for download, I got 3.84, and on the old internet we were getting more like 73.84, if you get me. Like they were so much higher. Let me put this into an easier term for you. Our upload speed is 1.75. So let's say episode 99 of Park Drive Drama was about 42 minutes to 45 minutes long. With the old internet, I think it would be round about 10 o'clock time at night. I set that video to upload. We'd done Park Drive, we'd edited it. Well, I'd edited it. I was ready to upload it. And let's say by 10:30, the video had uploaded. It was uploaded. It was on YouTube. You guys could view it. The new internet, I did Park Drive Drama episode 100 part 1, and it was 52 minutes and so many seconds long, and it took 5 hours to upload. I uploaded Park Drive Drama episode 100 part 2 today. The video was 28 minutes long and so many seconds, and it took 3 hours to upload it. When I came online after my tea, I finished off the editing for Park Drive. I put all the NTV signs on each clip, and I set it to render. And once I'd set it to render, which it wouldn't really be that late because I didn't have that much editing left to do. I'd done some before tea, so I'd easily say by about 6:30 I set the video to upload, and it's only just uploaded before I started this stream. So I'd say about 16 minutes ago that video only just uploaded. And what time is it now? It's like 8 minutes past 9. So a 28-minute video clip would have probably taken me about 10 minutes on the old internet. Probably even less, to be fair. If it takes like a 40-minute video clip, like 20 minutes on the old internet, it's probably going to be like even quicker on like a 28-minute video clip. Which, you know, it's a little bit of a shame. So I don't know when, like, I think Summit's going to have to get sorted about it. But I think the thing is, you know, like, you know, we need to sort something with it. It's not diabolical. I mean, it's not just for park drives and streams what we use the internet for. Like, we often, like, do it for other, like, work-related stuff as well. Like, we often order things because we can get them cheaper online. And, you know, we need to get them ordered. And, like, sometimes if I'm in the front room and I'm sat on my iPad and I'm maybe commenting on somebody's Facebook picture, another person can't connect on their iPad as well as mine. It was like the other day, I'd say about 2 weeks ago nearly now, it was like the first week we got the internet. There was like, I can't remember what it was. I think there was somebody like something happened, but like none of us could connect for ages. Like I think my little sister was watching a YouTube Kids video, and like me or my well, kind of stepmom related couldn't get onto Facebook or anything like that. Like that's literally how bad the internet was. Like it wouldn't load Facebook. Like yeah, maybe if she was watching a YouTube's kids video, you could maybe understand a little bit of lag if you were watching a YouTube video. But to load up Facebook, like Facebook isn't really that hard to load up. It doesn't exactly use a lot of internet. Like if you're just literally scrolling down the news feed, which is obviously what, you know, we were trying to do. I wasn't even on the PlayStation at the time. It was like lunchtime, so I hadn't even come online yet that day, and it was just diabolical. Like there's no way to explain it. It was like, you know, like it's just not been good, really. If I'm honest with you, in my opinion, I think they got us where they wanted us. So, can you click on my new vid and drop a like, please? I'll give it a check. What's the video about? If it's about something interesting, like, you see, the thing is I don't want to sound harsh, but I feel more harsh like liking and subbing to somebody's channel that I'm not gonna watch. Like, to be honest, like, if I'm honest with you, like, I sub to people because I want to watch them. I don't sub to people just for the sake of giving them a sub. Like, I don't want to sound mean, but if they're doing something what I really think they're doing good at, and I really think they deserve to keep going, type thing, if you get what I mean, then I go ahead and give them a like and sub to their channel. If I don't think it's that good or it's got that much effort in, then I don't mean to sound mean, but me subbing to that, for me, would possibly just be worse, if that makes sense. Like, in my personal opinion, like if I'm subbing and not gonna watch your videos, then I'd feel quite bad, because it's not something that I It's not something that it's not something that I want to do. Like, I sub to a fair few people on YouTube, and I'll admit I don't always watch everybody. Like, I don't watch everybody every single day because, obviously it's hard. There's loads of YouTubers out there that I like on YouTube that I think do a cracking job. But I don't always get time to watch them all. There is main YouTubers who I do like. There is like my favourite YouTubers who I like watch every single night without fail. Mars Bar Vlogs being one of them. Every night about 11:30 when I come off the PlayStation, I get settled into bed and I watch his vlog to find out what he's been up to. Z1 and Only Gaming. I really like Z1 and Only Gaming. He does a lot of cool things on Minecraft. Like he's a big Minecraft YouTuber, and basically he creates a lot of building series. So he's doing a city build series, but then like besides that he's done things like let's build a zoo, let's build a mansion, let's build a theme park, and then he's also played some other cool games like Sims 4, City Skylines, also like Planet Coaster. He's also he's done a few things like that in the past. Well, he's doing Sims 4 at the minute actually. And he's a cracking YouTuber. I don't watch like every series of his, but I do tend to watch, like keep up to date on his city stuff. I've gotten into his Sims 4 quite a bit. And, sometimes, I just check out his city build to see what he's doing. I don't always watch his whole video to the end. I often skip to the end, just to see what he's, just to see, how the building turned out. If I know I don't have much time and it's going to be quite a longish video. I don't always watch him, like, right until the end. But I do watch him. I watch Dan Lags as well. He does constructing Los Angeles. He's a good city builder. He's got some good stuff on his city. I have also just started watching his new series where he tours his Twitch subscriber world. His Twitch follow server, where he's got people on there what have built stuff, and they've built some pretty cool stuff. Who else do I watch? Like, let's be honest, let's say regular. I watch a guy called Jerry Sugden. He uploads classic Emmerdale episodes. If you guys don't know, I'm a pretty big Emmerdale fan. I've supported the Emmerdale show for a lot of years, and sometimes it's quite interesting to go back and watch something what happened like 6 years ago, but he uploads clips from like 1980, so it's quite interesting to see like episodes of the show before I was even born. And he doesn't like do them in any particular order. Like some days he'll just upload like say 5 videos from 2005, and then the next day you might see a couple of videos from 1997 or something like that. And he uploads quite a few of the good episodes, like when big things have happened, like fires and explosions. It's just interesting to see like old actors what are no longer in the show now because they were killed off. That's quite good. I also watch a guy called DJ Bar. That's not his YouTube name, but that's his DJ name. He's a vlogger as well, but he vlogs himself when he gets DJ gigs, so you get to see like how he sets up his equipment and stuff like that. He does a pretty cool job at setting up equipment. He explains like where he's DJing, what it's for. He's not like a DJ as such. He's not like somebody who like drops a beat in a proper like big hectic nightclub. But he's like the type of DJ what like DJs at like a wedding or a birthday party. He's a bit like a little mobile DJ. He's somebody who like will do like the music for someone's wedding, or he'll do like DJing for like a school disco. He's in America, by the way. He'll do like little miniature gigs. He's not like a huge world famous DJ what's well known like all over the world. He's just one of these little DJs what, you know, like gigs around his area and does like weddings. You know, like say if you were to type, he's not somebody as big as like DJ Snake or let's say Martin Garrix, you know what I mean, or Calvin Harris. Or, you know, or like someone like Darren Styles, you know, like Clubland DJs. He doesn't like go to like massive festivals and humongous party venues, but he does do some pretty decent gigs, you know, like just in like local areas, like from where he lives, and he's quite good at it, to be fair, which is quite good. I also watch a guy called Jordan Stew. He uploads MCs and raps. He features like people on his channel. He also features himself. He raps and MCs himself. I absolutely really love this guy. He's sick at rapping. He's got like so much potential with his like rapping skills. He's good at like fast Marquina tracks, but then he's kind of good at like deep emotional raps about you know, he did one about his nan dying, and it really touched the heart to like thousands of people. Well, it did to me anyway. He was really good at getting his words out for it, and he's quite good. The only problem is I don't necessarily like his attitude in some ways. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, I kind of keep it a little bit to myself, but I have a third YouTube channel, and basically I do kind of what Jordan Stew does, and it's called the MC Group, and from like, you know, sort of all over the UK and Ireland, well, anywhere really, to be fair, I feature different MCs and rappers. You know, I put their video on my channel, and you know, in order to help them grow. Now, you guys could think that I'm just doing it to get views. I'm really not doing it to get views. Like, I've got two other channels, like Network Studios, and you know, like I've got the Noble Music Productions channel. You know, like, if I really wanted to get views for myself, I would just focus on these more. Well, I focus on these you know, enough. But what I'm saying is if I really wanted to get views, like, so badly, I wouldn't, like, go ahead and just make a third YouTube channel. If that sort of makes sense to you guys. Like, if I really wanted to do it just for views, I'd just put them on the channel I've already created and not call it the MC Group. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it to help these guys grow, because I have a really big passion for like young music creators, and I kind of feel that my music career is kind of been screwed and messed up. Well, I wouldn't say screwed and messed up, but let's just say I would have had a lot more opportunities if I'd have took music in school. Like, literally, I should have taken music in school, because basically on the last year of my school year, well, like the last sort of couple of years of school, I got like really into DJing, and I got like a really expensive DJ controller. I had the amplifiers, I had the speakers, smoke machines, disco lights. I was learning how to mix, and basically I didn't take music at school, and I packed in the DJing because somebody was taking the you know, taking the piss out of me, basically taking the wee. People were messing me about. They were saying like they wanted me to DJ at the house, and then they'd turn me down at the last minute. And one time was when I hadn't had like all my equipment that long, and you know, with a DJ controller, you've got to run some software on a computer to, you know, on a computer or a laptop to play the music from, or at least you do on the one I have. And basically, I couldn't it was on a big computer tower at the time, and I couldn't take a big computer tower with me to this gig. It was just like not possible. And a family member was looking to buy a laptop, because they wanted to start learning to use a laptop a bit so they could like read like news and stuff on the internet, and watch a few like YouTube videos about just different things, whether it may be gardening or like there's a lot of things on the internet now about showing old pictures of like Driffield and where and like different towns and stuff like that. So we were kind of a little bit on the skint side at the time, but we kind of scraped together to get the laptop earlier so I could like borrow it and put the DJ software onto the laptop. We got somebody who was good with computers to put the software on for us. I spent like most nights of that week like going like through endless songs that I was gonna add to the playlist to mix at the party and play, and then it turns out they didn't even need me, and the way they made it sound as if they never even wanted me in the first place. Like, it wasn't like as if they wanted me and then something happened and they turned me down. It was like the party was still going ahead, but they never really wanted me in the first place. And it started to make me think like, well, what's the point if people are just going to do that? So I ended up giving up about 2014. I left school. I had took the wrong qualifications, really. Well, I did art, which was quite good, but I should have taken music, really. Like music was the one thing that I should have taken, which I didn't take. And I went onto a college course learning to be a motorbike mechanic, and basically it wasn't what I wanted to do. I enjoyed it as the fact that if I owned a bike and I broke down myself, I'd know how to fix it, or I'd at least be able to have some idea of what was wrong with the bike, if that makes sense. And it ruined it. And then I kind of left college in the hope of getting a job, just a job to get me a bit of cash, and I couldn't find one for ages. So I kind of went through a space of a year of doing nothing, and then I decided to work with my dad, which is good. I enjoy it, gets me a bit of cash. I enjoy like getting a wage at the end of the week and then being able to go out and meet a load of mates from school and have a few beers and hit the club in town. It's quite nice. I enjoy filming Clubbing Year and going to these raves. But when you look at Cayman Kinder, for example, who kept mixing on SoundCloud, he obviously took music at school. He's signed up to start a music course at college in September, and he started gigging at local parties. And he's semi-happy. He's doing what he likes. He's got a passion for music, and I just feel that if I had have taken music at school, which was my biggest regret, I could have been, if I'd have stuck at what I was doing, like DJing and stuff like that, I could have been doing something a lot more further now than what I'm doing at the moment. Like, I might still be doing the same job, but maybe on a weekend I could have been like, I could be actually DJing somewhere, if that makes sense, and actually performing a mix in front of a crowd, which is, kind of like a bit of a passion of mine. Now, MC Noble is doing really well. MC Noble is grand. We're getting quite big with that. I could alternatively possibly start gigging with that within with MC Noble within the next year. But as well, there was more that I wanted to do. And back when I was a DJ, I didn't even know about MC Noble. So if I'd have become a good DJ and then started MCing, I would have possibly have become a lot further than I am now. Because you see, the thing is now is I'm so big with my MCing, like a lot of people aren't really interested to watch my mixes. They're more interested to watch my MCing, if that makes sense. Whereas if I'd have started DJing first and then started MCing over my mixes, they would have probably been like, oh yeah, that's sick, now you're MCing and DJing. Whereas Whereas like now I've become pretty big with MCing, people are like, you don't need to start DJing now. You know, you're doing well enough. You're doing well enough with your MCing. You know, like, you know, people aren't gonna want to watch you doing a load of different things. Like, if you know, stick at your MCing, it's what you're good at. But the thing with my MCing is it's not getting me gigs at the moment. And gigging is really where I want to start taking my MCing. Like, I've had a few opportunities to gig, like, well, not gig, but a few like places where I've been on like clubbing weekends. They've let me go have a little go on the mic, but you know, I'm talking like a proper little gig where I like, you know, where I like go on stage with a DJ and he like does a mix set and I MC over it type thing. You know, kind of like what MC Nats and all them do. You know, people like people like MC Wizkid, and you know, like that's what I want to do. Alternatively, like that's my dream. Like I'd give up what I'm doing right now if I had the chance to start going on stage, because stage is like really where I want to be. I want to take, like, a lot of people like round the family don't really understand what this MCing like really means to me, because they don't follow it themselves, they don't watch other people. So for what it's like for them is like, you know, just a load of noise, a row basically, because it's not their type of thing. But what they're now starting to realise is actually how big this is making me. Like, I go down street, people want pictures with me. It's becoming a more popular thing to me. Like, it's very rarely now that I go downtown and there isn't somebody what knows me as MC Noble. Like, I guarantee you right now, I think if I was to walk downtown tomorrow, for whatever reason, if I was just to nip to a shop for something, or just to go ahead and, you know, like, you know, go into town for some reason, I guarantee somebody going downtown would like shout MC Noble. Like, I think it was about a week ago this Monday what's just gone, I was going round to where my dad lives, because we were going to watch a show. They had passes from a holiday still, so they could get into the entertainment for like an extra few days. And as I was walking there was even a woman in a car what shouted MC Noble. Like, it was a pretty oldish woman, and you know, like, it was like, well, when I say oldish, I mean like middle aged. Like, she must have had a kid who like followed me like quite well, and who knew me, and then like shown her me, like, oh mum, you know, like, oh mum, look at this guy, like I knew him from school or something like that. And you know, she drove by and wound the window down, shouted MC Noble. I was out in town, not last week, not the week before, or was it the week before? Or was it the week before that? I can't remember now. I think it was not last week, but the week before. Or maybe even the week before that. It was one time I come out in town, and there's a girl who I know at school, and her mum must have been on a night out as well, you know, a few drinks in town. And, you know, she was like, you know my daughter, you're that MC online, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah, I am. And, you know, like, they're always like, keep doing what you're doing. I saw somebody in town last week, took a picture with me. A couple of weeks ago, a kid on the street took a picture with me. And then again, like last week, a couple of girls took a picture with me, recorded me MCing when I was at that jungle party. And it's just like, it's all happening, you know. And it's like, it's where I want to be. It never used to be where I wanted to be, because I never knew about it. But now I feel like I can't stop now, because I've come so far, and I've got so many likers on the page, and people what would back me up, and people would be genuinely gutted if I stopped doing what I was doing. Like, they would genuinely be like, nah, don't stop, man, you're good, you know. People always keep telling me to keep it up. And, like, that's what I want to do the most. Like, this is where the music industry is where I really want to follow my career. I really want to take my MCing career to the next level. Really, really do. Like, it's a dream. It's a passion. I've fallen in love with it. It's not just something I like and enjoy doing as a hobby. It's something that I'm madly addicted to, and I really want to take it to the next level and do as much stuff as I can with it. I MC Noble. I put it before anything else. So, like, if I got the chance to do something with MC Noble now, or something came through, or like somebody wanted to do like an MC Noble meet, or somebody wanted to call MC Noble, I would leave this stream just to do that. Like, MC Noble is so important to me that whatever I'm doing, like, unless obviously it's like really, you know, like important family stuff, like, I would go ahead and like say if I was just having a meal at home and someone tapped on the window and shouted MC Noble, I'd go outside just to see them, like, you know, whether my food got cold or not. Like that's literally the lengths I'd do. Or if somebody woke me up in the middle of the night and, you know, wanted to start a message conversation and tell me I'm doing good at MCing or book me for a gig, I'd stay awake and do that message chat. Like that's like MC Noble is more important to me than having a decent night's kip. If somebody wanted to, you know, I'm just like using it to prove a point that, you know, like MC Noble takes a lot of my life up, but I like the fact that it does. Like, the thing with me is I don't want to be normal, if that makes sense. Like, there's so many people what leave school and become a builder, become a joiner, become an electrician, you know, do like normal jobs. I want to be like somebody who people recognize me for, you know what I mean? Somebody who, like, people can say, like from the other side of the world, like, have you heard that MC in the UK, you know, called MC Noble? Oh, he's sick. He's had so many people entertained. Whereas, like, somebody in America now isn't gonna say, oh, do you know that builder from England who builds houses in England? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, the only people who are gonna, like, recognise him for that is, like, people around his area who are recommending him for jobs. But it's too normal for me. Like, it's not what I want to be. Like, I wanna be something where, like, I can communicate with thousands of people all over the world, and they know me for it, if that makes sense. But you know what I mean, though. Like, it's just the way it is. It's, you know, it's just a thing, innit? Like, it's just become so much of a passion. Um, I had a message from a guy today, through my rap page. He said, wondering if we could have a conversation and share some rhymes. Give us a shout out, yeah? So I said, sure, you know, I'll have a conversation with him. He sent me some bars. He said, why thank yous if you're a hater. I'm eating you's a waiter. Pistol on my hip, Tomb Raider. Holler at your gullet, zoom later. Young tune, something Typhoon Goon. But, you know, it was quite good. So I told him it was good. And then I sent some and said, started being an MC in my room. I hope one day I go with a boom. I hope one day people will like me. When I'm on the mic, I say it politely. Yo, yes, I wanna be big. Wanna rock shows, wanna rock gigs, wanna rock sessions. Be that teacher, give you the lessons. Like, you know, I sent that back to him. And then he's replied and said, aha, brilliant, man. Like that. So I'm gonna go, wait. How about this? I walk into a field, and what did I... Oh wait, no. Right. I walk into a field, and what did I see? I walk into a field, and what did I see? I saw a sexy lady looking at me. Then the next thing I knew, she was a gypsy. And there we go. So that's what I wrote to him. Wrote some lyrics back. But, you know, the way it goes, the way it is, the way things are, absolutely love it. So if you guys don't know what inspired me to become an MC, I have a friend online called KDJ. You might have heard the story before, you might not. And I come online with him one day. I think at the time we were recording a thing called Lost on an Island for my first gaming YouTube channel. And literally, like, I used to go to college back then, and he used to go to school, and every night about 4 p.m. I'd come home from college. He'd get in from school. Sometimes it'd be a bit later, and we used to like go ahead and come online and record MCs and stuff like that. And I just literally like finished college. We were like, you know, I'd been off college, a couple of weeks to a month, and you know, I was waiting for him to come online after school, type thing. And you know, one day he come online and he told me to check out a guy called MC Pat Flynn. And back then I didn't think much of it because I always classed MCs on a higher level. I always classed them as something like they could do, not something I would ever be able to do. So I looked at it just, you know, for the sake of, you know, kind of making him, I suppose, happy at the time. Like, I didn't want to sound rude to him. So I kind of briefly watched it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's a pretty decent MC, like, he's good, he can do it, you know what I mean? And then a couple of days later, for whatever reason, I went back on my history search and decided to watch him again. And it was a video what someone else had uploaded of him, and it was a black screen with white writing on for the lyrics. And I kind of at first just got into the song, and I thought, you know what, there's no ever way that I'm ever going to be able to MC myself. But I said to myself, if I could just go ahead and learn his song, then I'd be happy. So what actually happened is I began watching the video on a regular basis, and I began like singing along to it out loud and in my head. Had it on in earphones, had it on like out loud in my room, and I just, you know, I kept reading the lyrics really, and starting to learn the song, and I thought, well, this is quite good, you know, I wonder if he's done any more songs. So I clicked on the channel, there was 2 more songs, there was Love Inside, there was Rough and Ready, and I started to learn some of the other songs. and I actually picked up his love inside quite quickly. So I thought, I had my Facebook page from when I put my DJ and stuff on there. So I thought, just for a bit of fun, I'll record a video of myself doing that MC, just to see what happens. And it got like a pretty decent amount of likes. A few people shared it and said like, yes, noble lad. And then a couple of days later, like prior to that video, I was sat in my room one Sunday online on my laptop as well, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and write a little MC song and post it on that page again. And it got more likes, and I just didn't stop like after there. Like, it wasn't an amazingly good MC, but it was enough to get a few people liking, so I carried it on. And before I knew it, it started like rumouring around town in like friendship groups from school, you know, that I'd started this MCing, and you know what everybody's like, oh, go and spit some bars for us, you know, egging you on in a crowd of people. I was fairly nervous, I wasn't even really planning to take it that far at that point. And I was, you know, I used to be so ignorant, like, no. And then people used to be like, oh, come on, just spit some bars for us, or you're not a real lad if you don't spit bars for us. And I used to be like, no. Whereas now, I would spit bars for them. Like, that's the thing. Because I've obviously come such a long way, and I just kept uploading these videos and practicing, and without thinking, I just never stopped. And that's pretty much where I am now. Like, I never stopped, and I just kept going, and the page just grew. Now we're like 1,200 and something likes, and I'm here. Here we go, rock the show, let you know. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave the stream here in a minute. Park Drive episode 100 part 2 is up on the channel if you want to watch it. It's the episode to find out whether Noreen and Derek get married or not. It obviously kind of shows a bit more of what happened to Steve Woods. As you know, in part 1 he got shot at the end. Is he dead? That's the question what you guys need to be asking yourselves. Like, is he dead? I can't tell you whether he's dead or not, but all I'm going to reveal to you is he got shot and a building fell down on him. Is he really going to survive? I'll leave that up to you. Like, you know, you've got to think realistically. Somebody gets shot in the back, they fall over, they're bleeding with a pile of blood, and then a building just kind of explodes and falls on him. Like, is he going to be alive, technically? That's what I've got to tell you guys. All I'm going to say is it's not looking good for him, but then at the same time, it's Steve Woods. Steve Woods gets away with everything. Or at least he has done so far in the show. So yeah, so part 2's out there. I just want to ask if you can all leave a like on that video as well. Me personally, you guys might not think so, but I personally thought that I put quite a lot more effort into the editing on these 2 parts to episode 100. I put a lot more stuff, like little simple sound effect noises in to make things more realistic, like punching sound effects when there's been like punching, like banging sound effects for the building exploding, gunshots and stuff like that. Just little things what I personally think make the episode more enjoyable, make it more realistic, and make like the thing just sound more interesting and fun when you've kind of got the sound effects to go along with them. And also, there's been a lot of returns in Park Drive episode 100. How many returns has there been? There's got to have been 5 returns in Park Drive episode 100. Well, if you think lately in Park Drive from episode 98 onwards, I'm going to give you a list of every single person what has made an appearance back in Park Drive who hasn't appeared for a while. So first of all, we've got Billy Parson. He appeared in episode 98. He came back from a camping trip. We then had Harrison Loveridge near the beginning of episode 100. He made an appearance into the Park Drive series again. In episode 100, we had Martin Parson. He returned during episode 100. He came back, obviously, and shot Billy. We have Ryan Woods. He made a return into Park Drive, episode 100, which was good. We've also got Chelsea. She kind of returned and came back in a few more scenes again, which was, quite good to hear that he returned. And we also had Jamie Loveridge. Jamie Loveridge also returned towards the end of the episode 100 part 2. So I don't know which I have an idea of which characters will be staying. I'm not sure which ones won't be, because it's hard to get people to come on for episodes. So I don't know whether Jamie's going to be staying for a while, but he made an appearance. Same with Martin. I'm not sure how Martin obviously ran away in part 2 because we couldn't get him for any more scenes. He was busy, and I don't know how many episodes he's gonna be able to make. In a chat with Martin Parson, Martin Shanahan, who plays him, Martin has stated that he loves playing Park Drive. He really, really enjoys doing it. He wants to do Park Drive, but he does get busy. He gets busy in real life. He has a lot of things happening outside of PS4, which, Park Drive's obviously not. I obviously don't pay him to do Park Drive. So, the things what he does off of PS4 are more important than Park Drive. But he does love Park Drive. He doesn't do Park Drive. He doesn't miss Park Drive because he can't be bothered or because he finds it boring. He doesn't do Park Drive because he does physically get busy. The whole reason as to why Martin doesn't come in Park Drive much anymore, simply because he is a busy boy. He's got busy things happening in his life, things what take more responsibilities than coming on to film a Park Drive episode. So, that's kind of why he's not back. The reason why Jamie's not really in Park Drive anymore, he can't get online as much as he used to be able to. He can on a weekend, but it's not really substantial to keep a character going in Park Drive as much. So Jamie's character has kind of turned into one of them occasional characters. He doesn't live in Park Drive at the moment, but he will visit, if that makes sense. So if he's online and he hasn't been in an episode for a while and he wants to, be in a scene, for example, then, we'll put him in a scene, if that makes sense. And then basically, he can be on a visit to visit people. He's a businessman, is Jamie, in Park Drive, so a lot of time in real life, not in real life, in his Park Drive character's life, Jamie spends a lot of time traveling the country, as he's got an international truck business company what goes all over the country. He's got loads of different dealerships and different things what he has to go and take care of, so he's not always meant to be around anyway. Chelsea is more than definitely going to stay for a while anyway. There's no plan for Chelsea to make any dramatic leave. And Billy is the same as Martin. Martin obviously does Billy's voice, if you didn't work that out. So basically, when Martin's not on We can't film scenes with Billy really because Billy's done by the same person. So it's awkward for Martin to get online, like I say, so it makes it awkward for Billy. So basically when Martin can't be online to do Park Drivers Martin, Billy can't be online either. So we're going to have to plan something for Billy and that if they don't come back on. And that's pretty much it. That's, they're all the people what have returned in episode 100, but some of them might be just briefly to that episode, if that makes sense. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to, more or less see what goes down. So I'm going to leave it here anyway, guys. Please like, subscribe and comment to the channel. We shall see you all in the next video, stream, whatever. I want to thank you guys for watching, because I know you guys have been watching, and we will see you later.